Today, the Democratic Alliance is likely to reveal on the submissions made by Western Cape Premier Zille. Now, she submitted her reasons for why she should not be suspended from the DA's activities to the party's federal executive. The party's next move will be determined by the length of Zille's submissions, including whether to make them public. The DA leader Mmusi Maimane announced at the weekend that Zille was suspended from all party activities following her controversial tweets about colonialism. But Zille disputes this, saying that the party's own rules are not being adhered to. The DA's disciplinary committee will be meeting on Friday to decide on the misconduct charges against her. In an about-turn, the DA issued a statement hours later saying that the federal executive had temporarily suspended her from the party activities, and this will be reinforced or enforced until a conclusion of the disciplinary proceedings against her are reached.
We see parties like Davis coming now out and saying that Zille is a racist. At what point did they realize that she's a racist? At what point did they realize that when they gave the DA the metros that they're not giving it to a white racist Democratic Alliance? It's important also to note that voters and voters are not the key interest of the DA, or black voters are not the key interest of the DA, but it is white hegemonic power that remains the key interest. So the funders, the white people who run this party, the Johan Ruperts and the likes, as well as those who maintain the hegemonic white control, white banks. And so the order must maintain itself. So they're towing a simple line of maintaining that power base and ensuring that white power remains central to the Democratic Alliance. And so we foresee that Zille won't obviously go. She will remain in power. And it's also important to note that when Mmusi Maimane comes out and he says that she's suspended, she still gets to remain as the Premier of the Western Cape. How do you suspend someone and maintain them as the Premier of the Western Cape?
The point is, black people have always been used, and Mmusi would always be seen as that until such time that the black people in the DA begin to make it clear that the white interest is no longer their obsession. But at the moment, it is still unclear to us to assume that this is not the white people wanting to get rid of Zille because of their own past clashes. In the same way that you find black people fighting amongst each other in the same party. So here you have a person who is actually being used. But what is most important is that Zille knows the story. This is what was very clear, is that Mmusi is supposed to be a leader of the DA. He does not even understand the constitution of the DA. And this is a person who wants to lecture South Africans about the constitution of the country when he cannot even understand the constitution of his own party.